name is Crystal, and thank you so much for joining me today for a Friday yoga flow. Today, you will need a block. Any other props that you like to use, just set them aside. Sitting up on cushion, block, anything goes, right? Now, roll the shoulder back and down. And there's few moment and breath just to invite yourself inward. And simply noticing you're sitting, be in the space that you're in. And place your attention to your sits bone. Crown of your head reach up. And think about leaning the back of your head to line up with the shoulders as if there's a wall for you to lean against, with your chin slightly down. Following your inhalation all the way to the top. And exhale all the way to the bottom of your breath. Inhale all the way to the top. And exhale, letting go. Pay attention to your own rhythm of your breath in, kind of like riding the waves. 2 more grounding breaths here. Shall we turn back to a more natural rhythm? Just allow the breath to move in and out. We'll roll the shoulder back and down as you lift your arms up. Hands to the heart center. We'll do 2 more just like that. Soften the shoulders, relaxing the elbows and wrists. Whip the energy up and bring it down to the heart. 1 more. Gathering the energy and bring it back to your heart. Keep your thumbs connect to the front of your chest. Rotate to the right. Inhale, center. And exhale, keep your thumbs against your chest. Rotate to your left. Now imagine you're still spiraling your rib cage and chest. Extend the arms out, thumbs up, and rotate to the right without moving the left arm forward. So keep that. Inhale. So I like to think about holding a stick across my chest. Exhale to the other side. 1 more cycle. Inhale. Maybe even palms up to external rotate your shoulder. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center and exhale to your left. Come back all the way. Let's take your hands or fingertips down. Lateral side bend to the right. How much you want to bend the bottom elbows is up to you. You can actually explore how does that feel differently with your elbows bent or lengthen, pushing the floor away. The left hand can be on your shoulder for modify, lifting the elbows up to the sky. If you're not modifying, maybe you can take the second position, reaching the arms, just like what we did, holding that stick, and you just lowering your right hand down. Holding that stick across the chest, exhale down. 1 more, holding the stick across the chest, reaching the left elbow or left arm straight to the left corner of the wall. Now rotate the chest. Maybe the left arm come all the way down to the ground. Maybe it hovers. Inhale to rotate your chest back up. 2 more. Modifications are always welcome. So maybe the left hand can come to your shoulder, the chest. Take whatever feels good for you for today. Holding that stick 1 more time. Come all the way back out to that big wide T. Flip your palms up 1 more time. And exhale. Make a fist. Internal rotate. External rotate, palms up. Broaden up your chest and collarbone. Exhale. Make your fist and extend the back of your arms towards the ceiling. Inhale. Move through. 2 more. External, internal rotation. Slowly warming up the shoulders, the chest, the back, the wrists. So much going on here. Come back and find your side bend on the other side. So modify can be here, bending the elbow, lifting the opposite elbows all the way up and away from your chest. If you're not modifying, think about holding that stick across, right? And then bend, stick, and bend. 2 more. And 1 more. And come back. Right hand to your shoulder. The right arm can also hold in that stick. Rotate the chest. Hand can come all the way to the ground or stay with your hand connect to your shoulder or chest. Do what you can. I'm going to modify on the side too. Just showing you that spiraling your rib cage, spiraling your mid back and upper back. How much you want to bend the bottom elbow, also explore that, your own range of motion today. And so as you're moving through, just gathering information that is useful to continue to make choices that will nourish your body. Last one to rotate the rib cage, the upper back, the mid back, and then slowly hold that stick and come all the way out. Now, we're just gonna swing the arms, let your arms tap your body. My base is sturdy. My hips might move a little bit, but it's all the upper body. Swing the arms like loose leaves. Go for 5, for 4, for 3, 2. I don't know about you, but this feels really good. And 1. Oh, take it to a back bend. So let's just stay where you are. I'm just showing you the side view. So as I'm walking my fingers away from my bum, away from my torso, try to push the fingertips down, lift the sternum up. And feel the tricep or the back of your elbows lifting up towards the ceiling. Head stays in neutral, so there's no drop back in extension. Chin over the chest. 3, 2, and notice the engagement in your upper back as well here. Now release the right hand, look to the left, and send the right hand to your outer left knee. Use the back of the hands as a support or as a leverage to push the floor away. Bring that to a little arch on your lower back. If you wanted to stack, walk your hands behind you, stack your shoulder over the hip. Repeat on the other side. Hands behind you, cross the left arm over to the right. You can connect with your left hand to your knee. The back of your elbows can be bent or straight, depends on you. If you wanted to deepen a little bit, the back of your hand will walk to the opposite side of where your left arm is. 1 more to the other side. Left arm behind you, right arm cross over, can connect with your leg. The back of your hand will walk to the opposite side of your front arm, whichever that direction is, the opposite side. Very nice. The head can turn. Your neck has a rotation. So mainly twisting is for your thoracic, the mid-back, the rib cage, the chest, the shoulders. And return 1 more time. Release the right arm, send it back. Cross it over to the opposite side of where your front hand is. If your neck feels good, you can gaze back slightly to the right side of the wall or shoulder. Release. Let's find our way to tabletop here and set the block to the very top of your mat. You will probably need it for later. Knee pads are always welcome. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and let's tap out the top of our feet. Tap your toes and shift the hips back and forward. Back and forward. When you're ready, you can step your right foot back. Feel that you are rocking on your ankles onto the top of your foot and maybe onto the arch of your foot. And pay attention to all those sensations around the knee, the shins, the ankles. And once you stabilize yourself, flow the right foot up off the ground. Try to keep your right hip down. Extend your opposite arm forward. Hold it here. Feel the back of your head lengthen. Hold that for 3, for 2, and 1. Lower your foot. Take your left hand to your ear or the back of your head. Lift up the left elbow. Exhale, elbow to your right. Inhale to lift your elbow up. Exhale. So as I'm rotating my chest, I'm also moving my elbow for this round. Last one. Grab yourself a block here. Set your block under your left hand your mat. As you turn your left foot out, this is a mini side plank. Left hand is elevated with the block. Right arm extended to the ceiling. Stretch out the arms. Keep your bottom hand planted to the block. Hover the right leg up. Hold. Flexing your foot as if I'm going to make a footprint to that wall. Extend the right bicep by your ears. Hold it here for 3. This is kind of like your half moon, right? If you remember that shape. Karate kicking the back foot. Nice. Lower your back foot down. Pick up the block with your left hand and bring it to your head. So I will press. You feel that the bicep are working, arms down. Lifting the left elbow up towards the sky. Rotate just the chest, but not moving the elbow. Keep the block with that resistant hand to block to your head. Rotate the elbow up to the left. Rotate the chest without bringing the elbow to the front. Inhale, lifting for 3. And exhale, down. Inhale for 4. Exhale, down. Come back and set your block in any height. Take your right arm and circle. And take it back to half moon. Pick up your back foot, Chapasana, kneeling position, heel towards your bum, and just kick back. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Return to tabletop. Quickly change the block to the right. And let's reset the spine. Really taking your time to enjoy each breath. And every time you are in rounding the spine, just think about pushing the floor away from you, moving the center of the shoulder blades up to the ceiling. Last one. Now step your left foot back, I think. Yep. Hold it here or hover your back foot If this feels plenty to work on, you stay. Otherwise, you can extend the right fingertips forward or hover. So go into your bird dog here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Lower your back foot. Bringing your right hand behind your head or temple, right elbows, turning your body towards the right elbow up to the sky. Exhale, chest down, right elbow towards the left side. So now you're actually rotating your chest, your ribcage, also your elbow and shoulder. Exhale. Inhale, lift up for 3. Exhale. 1 more to lift. And extend the elbows up, turn your chest. Exhale, go down. Slowly rotate. Set a block under your right arm. Step your right foot outside the mats and set up for your. This is a mini side plank. Just like the other side, stretch the fingers up towards the sky. And if you like, you can extend your left palms. Extend your fingertips towards the front, palms down, bicep by your ears, and maybe you even huff further back, like maybe. Hold that for 3, for 2, and 1. Lower down, pick up your block. Take it to the right tempo now. So now I'm going to either keep my hand to my hip or slide all the way down to any part of my leg. Chest, rotation, rotation. This is it. This is my range today, but try not to move the elbows out of the alignment so your elbows are directly under your wrists. And exhale. 2 more here. You're doing good. Exhale. 1 more to lengthen, and exhale to contract the side body. Come back to center. How much you need to use the block is up to you. It could be here, it could be here, or the lowest way. Arms up. Circle. 4, 3, 2, full range, and 1. Kick your back foot again. Karate kicking the back foot. Arm position up to you. I'm going to reach back and see if I can connect with my pants, socks, ankle, toes, anywhere goes. Kick into your hands for a little bit of a back bend. Back bend. Open up your heart for 3, for 2, and 1. Return. Tabletop. Cow and cat. So I'm going to quickly turn back to the side. Last one here. And press back up, downward facing dog. So think about wiggling the feet, pushing the hands against the floor. This is a full flexion in the shoulders. So continue to push the floor away. You can also bend your knees and straighten the legs. Bend your knees and straighten the legs. And then walk your hands to your feet. Roll up. Inhaling, circle your arms up, hips forward. Exhale, hands to your heart. Going to be marching forward. Take your right knee towards your chest. So without using your hands, just using that active range of motion. Hug in. Hold in for 3, for 2, and 1. Circle your hip. 1, 2, full range. 3, the other way. Keeping your standing leg very buoyant so you can bend your knee and straighten. 2, and 1. External rotate your right hip Placing your foot anywhere on your leg. You can stay here. You can also hover. Arms can be in any position for your tree pose. Hold that for 5, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your foot back down. Moving your hip circle. 1. Sometimes we do this on all 4s in tabletop, but this is the same thing. Keep your knees very buoyant. Keep bending the knee. And then go the opposite way, shifting the hips in full spectrum of the circle. What's the range on this side? Perhaps pay attention and you can kind of notice it. All these feedback your body is giving you. And then release. Set your right foot down. Hug your left knee without using your hands. So active range of motion. Hold it in for 3, for 2. Keep your knee soft. 1, 2, 3, the opposite way. 3, 2, and 1. Tree pose, external rotating your hip and place your foot anywhere goes. Arms can go in any expressions of your choice. You can also hover and work on the active range. Holding that for 3. This is all your strength here. For 2 and 1. Knees come back to neutral and step down. This time we're going to separate our feet, kind of just rock. So the front view looks kind of like a swing. Coming onto the toes, one heel is lifted, and then vice versa. Go to the other way, like your arms tap your body. And then we'll meet at the very end of the mat. So we'll start with the right knee back in again. This time we'll extend forward. Hold that in victory pose for 3, for 2. Let it land on the right side of your mat. Pick up your back heel. And then lower the outer edge of your left foot down to warrior 1. Inhale to lift. Exhale to dive forward. Maybe connect with your palms or your shin somewhere on the leg. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to forward fold. Hinging from your hips. 3. Forward fold. 1 more to lift. Exhale, forward fold. Both arms will rise up, palms together. Index finger reaching up, interlace your fingers, side bend to your right. Take 2 breaths here. Rising back up. Keeping the front knee bends open to your right, T-spine twist. Hold that here. Lower your right arm down, left arm reach up. Straightening your front knee. Maybe you use a block. Maybe the block is closed. You can just quickly grab it. We're going to reach towards that right corner of the mat. Take it down to your right outer ankle, right pinky toes, or right side of your leg somewhere. Rotate the chest to the right, twisting triangle. Hold that for 3, for 2. Optional, raising the right arm up to the sky. Bending the front knee. Swing both of your arms up to the sky, square the hips. Hands to your heart, front foot meet the back. Settle in, lifting all 10 toes. Separate all 10 toes like you're doing a manicure. Placing your big toes down. Lifting all the other toes up. Place your big toes like you're pushing against the gas pedal. And then place your pinky toe side You can probably see my fingers are moving just like my toes, separating them. Then we're going to place all the toes down and lift your heels up. Hold it here. See if you can line up your chin over the chest. And if you fall, bring yourself back up. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left knee comes in. Victory pose. Draw your tailbone down and flex your toes. It could be here. Keep your legs straight though. It could be also just in front of you, a couple inches off from the ground or in line with your hips. Step all the way to the left side. Pick up your right heel and spin the outer edge of your foot down. Circle the arms up to the sky. Exhale. Circle it down and hinge forward. Let your arms rest anywhere. It could be on your legs somewhere or palms together. Do 2 more just like that. Exhale. Inhale to rise. Exhale, lower. 1 more breath. Moving at your own pace. Exhale. Both of your palms connect. Index fingers rise up. As you come into your warrior 1 with your arms interlaced. Side bend to your left. Hold that for about 3 breaths. Stack your shoulder over the hips, open to your left side. Modify the back of your arm can be on your lower back. Lift your right arm up to the sky. Hold that in that back bend. Look wherever is comfortable for you. Straightening front knee. Extend your right arm towards the left corner so you can start to rotate the chest. Hopefully you need a block, you grab it. Set your right fingertips down to the outer side of your leg somewhere, or maybe on the floor, or maybe by your pinky. Optional, left arm reach up, twisting triangle. Squeezing the inner thighs, scissoring your legs for 3, for 2, and bend your front knee. Both arms rise up, inhale. Front foot meets the back, exhale. Inhale to lift. Walk forward to plank pose. As you land your hands, walk forward until you feel like your wrist is under your shoulders. Hold that here. Exhale, lower the knees. Just belly, thigh, descend all the way or halfway. Slowly make your way down. Breathing into cobra, locust pose. The upward facing dog, any back bend of your choice, or sphinx pose for more gentle way. On exhale, pressing back to downward facing dog. Go ahead and find movement, or you can give yourself permission to come down to any restorative, restful posture. Take 1 more. On exhale, walk hands to feet. Inhale to pull forward, halfway lift. Active halfway, head, shoulder, hips lined up. Exhale to fall. Root to rise up. Circle your arms or come up into tall mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do that 1 more time. So right knee comes up. Victory pose. So we won't be holding too long. We're going to flow with our breath. Letting your right foot land. Warrior 1. Exhale, dive forward. 3 breaths. Noticing the silence. What comes up in the mind. And this is all about mindful practice. It's when we're doing something, we fully pay attention to that movement or that activity that you're doing. And from here, interlace your fingers and side bend to the right. Come back all the way up. Windmill the arms to open to the right side. Straightening your front knee. Revolve triangle. Reaching the left hand to the right corner as I turn my body already. Reach, reach, reach. Keep reaching, and maybe let your hands drop somewhere outside your leg somewhere. Could be connecting to block. The upper arm can extend to the sky or to your lower back. Turn the gaze, chest, rib cage. Bending the front knee. To come up, rotate the chest to the front. Both arms reach up, inhale. Hands to the heart. Front foot meets the back. Left knee comes in. Victory pose of your choice. Could be anywhere. Legs can lift a little bit or a lot. Step down to the left side. Pick up your back foot and square the hips. Lower down. Inhale to rise. Exhale to lower. 2 more. One more. Palms together, rising all the way up. Side bend to your left. Widen your feet if you find it is hard to balance if you're in tightrope. Open to your left side now as you rotate the chest. Take it down to a back bend. Right arm goes up. Straighten your front knee. Reach the right arm towards the left corner. Keep going. Keep turning your left shoulder. Left chest. Lower down to wherever is comfortable. Outside your leg somewhere. Could use a block. Left arm can also extend it up to the ceiling. Hold it here. Return, bending the front knee. Both arms reach up. Inhale. Hands to your heart. Front foot meets the back. Take your vinyasa. Inhale to rise. Exhale to fall. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Set your hands down. Walk forward to plank pose. Wrist under the shoulders. Lower down, taking your back bend of your choice. You can go halfway. You can go all the way and modify in that elbow plank. And then just dropping the hips. Springs pose, locust, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. Either stay or take in any other restorative pose. This is a great way to kind of reset yourself up for the next thing. But really being okay to do less. Some days less is more. Walk your hands back to your feet and roll up like a little zombie. Circle your arms up to overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart center. We're going to also march forward and adding the half moon and more balancing series. Left knee comes up. We'll start with the left side. Victory pose, arms can be forward or up, letting it land. Pick up your back heel. And from here, we'll extend forward and kick up to airplane. Hold airplane. Let your back foot land towards the left side where your standing leg is. Warrior 2. As you land, you are on the left side. Flip your left palms up to the sky. Reverse warrior is a side bend. So you can keep your arms extended back. Feel both side body lengthen. Exhale. Come back, warrior 2. And then go into exhale, side angle of your choice. Any arm variation. Come back up and exhale to reverse, maybe a different arm position. Just dancing your warrior. Come back, warrior 2, and go into your side angle. Slowly bring yourself up to your warrior two. Find your block or hover your hand off from the ground. When you're ready, set your fingertips very lightly to a block if you're using one. So set up any height of your block. Rotate the chest to the right side of the room, and then right arm can go up or right hand to your hip. Anything goes. Just finding support. Shavasana, if you are transitioning, bending your right leg, heel towards your bum, opening your hip. Start to kick your foot into your hand for 3, for 2, and 1. Set your back foot down. Circle it up back to warrior 2. Quarter turn your front foot in. Wide leg forward fold as you fold halfway. Head, shoulder, hips in line. Exhale. Hands come all the way down and feel for whatever you can hold. Like could be ankle, could be the back of your leg, or it could be the front big toes. Relaxing your neck and shoulders. Coming back. Fingertips forward, inhale, halfway lift. On exhale, walk to your left foot as you turn your left foot forward to your easy twist. Drop your back knee, can be 1, left arm up. Your back knee can also lift. Hold it here for 3. Lifting your back knee up if you're in this position. Feel the lift in that left shoulder reaching upward to the sky. And slowly take your right knee to the back of your left heel. Send the right foot behind you and step back. Knee behind your heel, step back. Knee behind your left heel and drop your hips. Once you're here, you can cross it over into that seated twist. Hold it here for 5. Unwind your body facing the right side. Now your left hand can connect with your foot somewhere. So it looks like this. I'm holding anywhere and I'm kicking it out. Ground down your sitting bones. Nice. Hold it here. So I'm going to face forward again because we will transition back to a standing balance pose. Bring it forward. Internal rotating your right shoulder. Bring your thumb down and hold the outside of your foot. And you can use your arms as a leverage. So really depends on your range of motion. This requires a lot for your hip flexor to be in this flexion, right? And I'm using my arms. And if you're not using your arms, or you're using your active range of motion, maybe you can hover here. Set your foot down. Reach forward, drop the right knee, and reach back. Now, this might not be available for everyone. So if that's the case, you can just skip it or use a block, press forward, and lift your hip. Or skip it by all means. Yep. Take that right leg up to the sky. Square the back hip, standing half split. Hold any part of your left leg if you are working on no hands connecting to the floor, kind of balance pose. Just this left leg, maybe. Step your back foot forward, ragdoll position. Hold opposite elbows, opposite wrist, and sway your body from side to side. And take your flow. Inhale, pull forward, halfway lengthen. Exhale, step, walk, or hop back to plank. Lower down, chaturanga, all the way or halfway. You can do a half push-up, sending your hips forward and up, go into your upward facing dog or other back bend. Exhale, transition back to downward facing dog. Hold that for about 3 breaths. Feel free to come down and take any restful posture. Child pose or other posture. Just letting yourself rest. One more breath. Letting go. Planting your hands, lifting yourself back up, downward facing dog if you are not already there. Walk hands to feet now. Inhale, pull forward, halfway. Exhale to fall. Root to rise up. Take a breath in and breath out. Hands to hearts. Take your left knee into your chest. I hope that this is the right leg that we're working on. If not, switch it. Ooh. Take it forward and slowly land it down. Pick up your back, heel up, inhale. Quickly switch. It's your right leg forward now. Arms up. Prepare for airplane. Lift up your back foot as you transition. Hold here. You're going to bring the back foot in a tightrope as you rotate. Warrior two. Flip your right palms up. Dancing warrior. Go into side angle. Taking your time to find that shape. In both directions, they're all side bend really. Legs don't really move. You can dance with your arms however you like. Feel both side body lengthen. One more arm variation. Come back through center, finding your block and set it to a pinky side of your right toes. I would say a little further away, not next to it, because you need to shift and land somewhere there. So if it's too close to you, you don't have that tip over point where you can open the heart, bearing weight onto that standing leg. Chapasana, if you like to transition, heel towards your bum. When you fall out from your balance, is a great practice. You pick yourself up and return. Practice again. It's never a stagnant pose when you're balancing. It's always working with the effort and then letting go of the rest. Landing your back foot down quietly. Whoa. Square the hips to the left side now. Turn your right foot in. Wide leg forward fold. Slowly descend yourself to halfway. Head, shoulder, hips line up. I like to look forward and exhale all the way full from the hips. Let your hands rest anywhere that they naturally fall to. It could be ankle, big toes, the back of your leg somewhere. Drop your head. Maybe even close your eyes. You can also take a bind, maybe hands behind you, hold the wrist or interlace your fingers. Some of you like to take a shoulder stretch. Your knuckles are reaching up to the ceiling. This feels really good for some shoulders. And if you are modifying, you can definitely rest your hand to your lower back. Bring your fingertips forward. Inhale to halfway lengthen. Feel free to use a block. Exhale, walk to the front. Turn your right toes forward. Easy twist. Right arm reach up. Soften the back knee. Could be one. Or lifting your back knee away from the ground. Now it's that your left knee. Rest your right hand to your knee. Left knee is going to come towards the back of your heel. Extend your leg out. 1, 2, seated twist. 3, land your hips down, cross it over. So this is your right knee. You'll use your left elbow to cross over. Seated twist. Rotate your whole body to your left. Connect your right hand to somewhere on your leg. So naturally it falls, and then you just extend your leg out, which it looks something like that. Yep. Hold it here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Step your right foot forward. Use a block. You can shift forward and pick up with or without block. Once you land your right foot down, take your left leg up to the sky, standing half split. Hold your standing leg somewhere if you wanted to practice no hands balance. And step back foot forward. Ragdoll position. We'll take your final flow here if you like. You will pull forward to halfway lift. Head, shoulder, hips in line. Exhale, set your hands down. Step, walk, or hop back to plank. Lower yourself down. I'm going to come on to my elbows. And then slowly come into your left bend of your choice. On exhale, downward facing dog. Pushing it way back or child pose, up to you. Look to the left. Look to the right. Take your right leg up to the sky, setting up for pigeon. Right knee to your right tricep. Round your back. Right knee to your left tricep. Round your back. Right knee to your right tricep. Slide your knee down to the wrist and set up. If you need a block, pillow, you can tuck it under your right hip or in front of your shin. So you can definitely rest your hands down. You can also play with different variety of shapes in pigeon. The one I really like is that I will add a little quad stretch and a back bend. So bring the heel towards your bum can be one. You can also reach back for your outer ankle, hold it in. You can also reach to inside of your foot and kick it back. Outside of ankle, pull it. Inside of your ankle, external, rotate your left shoulder, kick it back. So without falling on the outer hip, I'm going to try to square my hips in this active position and then kick in. You can explore that yet. And return. Sleeping pigeon with your back knee lift. Just find that length in this left hip here. 3 more breaths. And we'll transition ourselves back to down dog. We move the block to one side, set your hands down, tuck your back toes, and send this right heel back. Circle the ankle both directions. 3-legged dog. Let's bend your knees, point your toes to your left while sending the right knee towards the right. And try to square this right shoulder down and return. Toe heel your feet back to center, left heel, kick it back up. Roll forward, left knee to your left tricep. Round your back. Left knee to your right tricep. Left knee to your left and slide all the way down to your wrist. Pigeon pose. Glide the back foot all the way back and then grab yourself a block. Push it away and hinge forward and fold. I like to rest my elbows on the block just to keep my head lengthened. Couple options to take just like before. You could be pressing the heel towards your bum actively just to check if this feels okay. How does my hip and knee feels here? Second variation is to internal rotate your right shoulder and catch it from the outside of your ankle, kind of pulls in. And another way is to external rotate. So I'm going to start to come up, maybe reaching back, different variation. Kick into your hand for a little bit more back bend and shoulder opener. Returning back to sleeping pigeon, but back heel is lifting off from the ground, lifting the kneecap off from the ground. Find length in the front of the hip. You can also walk on the ankle if you like. Downward facing dog. As you come back, you stay in down dog. And start to walk your feet with your hands towards the front of the mat. Making your bump down to the mat and then extend them back up. So it's like a little squat, dynamic squat. And up. Lower all the way, take your feet forward, choosing to hold anywhere or not. Boat pose. Hold it here for 5. And try to both, right? Once you're holding something, there's a leverage. And once you're releasing it, it's actually a lot more work to do. Whew. And drop your heels down. Roll down to a C curve. Lower back is going to connect to the ground. And feet up. Hold up. Low boat for 5. Everything is sort of shaking over here. 4. Maybe we can find a little bit of playfulness in here. Not too serious. Relaxing your face for 2. And lower all the way down. Whoa. Drop your head down. Feel free to use a blanket to prop your head up. I'm going to pick up my block and bring it under my head. Find it more lining up with the natural curve in my cervical spine. And then set your feet out wide. Windshield wipers your knees side to side. You made it down to your mat. The rest of the time is going to be relaxation very soon. So now lower your knees to the right. Pick up your right ankle and stack it on the outside of your left knee. What you want to do with your neck, that's okay. You can keep it natural, neutral position. You can look up to the ceiling, chin down to the chest. You can also look towards the left shoulder, the opposite side where your knees are facing. And we turn that right foot down. Rotate the hips to the left. Knees just soften. Pick up your left foot and rest the ankle on the outer right knee. Where you want to gaze is up to you. Returning the left foot down. Hug both of your knees to your chest. Lift your head up off that block if you have it. And then extend arms overhead, legs forward. Do 3 more wrap around, double leg stretch into nose. Circle the arms back and forward as you wrap your hands around the knee or shin. Last 2. Maybe you can keep your back pressing into the ground. Lift just your neck and your head. Shoulder blades still down. Hold it here. Make yourself so small, like you're curling up like a ball. And relax everything. Widen your feet, widen your arms. Like a starfish pose, or we call this a corpse pose. Your arms can be by your hips as well. Resting in a place of a bit stillness and silence. As you know, when you settle your body, you might need a few moments. Give yourself time The breath returns back to a natural rhythm. No need to manipulate or control anything in the space that you are in right now. Just like the beginning of the class, we invite ourselves inwardly to observe our physical body, our mental states, our emotional body, what comes up in the mind, in your heart, in the body. We're not trying to respond, but simply notice. Feel free to stay in Shavasana as long as you wish. But if you'd like to come out from your practice, you can begin to make some gentle movement in your fingers, toes, wrists, hands and feet, arms and legs, moving in any sort of way that allows you to feel good here, right? As you're ready, you can roll over to one side, using the strength of your hands to press yourself up to an easy seat. Finding your sitting bones grounded, and circle your arms up. Hands to your heart center, closing out the practice by giving yourself lots of love, appreciation, gratitude for this time that you can do the best you can on the mat, to be a deep listener, to nourish this body, to find moments pausing, not reacting. Thank you so much for your presence. May you have a wonderful rest of your day. Be well. Namaste.